Hello, good afternoon, dobar dan, dobrodošli u novu video lekciju. Ovoga puta video lekcija namenjena za početnike, dakle početni nivo, kad je do, kad je das, kad je s, kada ne treba s, glavni problem na početku učenja, ali ćemo mi taj problem rešiti naravno uz mnoštvo primjera. Dakle, vežbat ćemo danas Present Simple Tense, a pre nego što krenemo sa video lekcijom, obaveštenje da na mom drugom YouTube kanalu možete pratiti lekcije na engleskom. Znači, engleski je objašnjeno na engleskom. Sad pretpostavljam ako gledate ovaj video klip da ste još uvijek početnici, to bi vam vjerovatno bilo teško da pratite, ali za svaki slučaj podržite me, pritisnite like i subscribe, a kasnije ćete moći i vi da pratite te video lekcije. Krećemo odmah. Ok, dakle, vežbamo engleski za početnike. Present simple tense, we work. Mi radimo, we work. He doesn't work. On ne radi, he doesn't work. He listens to music. On sluša muziku. So, we work. He doesn't work. He listens to music. I work. You work. He works. She works. We work. You work. They work. Jel tako? Sjećate se, u potvrdnom obliku dodajemo s za treće lice jednine. Odrečni oblik. I don't work, you don't work, he doesn't work, she doesn't work. Dodajemo doesn't. We don't work, you don't work, they don't work. Znači sve don't osim trećeg lica doesn't. Ok. Drugi primjer. You study and they don't study. They watch TV. You study and do they study? No, they don't study. What do they usually do? They watch TV. They don't do anything. They just watch TV. They watch TV. Znači, kad su u pitanju oni, they, ti, you, ja, I, ne dodajemo ništa na glagol. I study, I watch TV. You study, you watch TV. Odrečni oblik don't. I don't study. I don't watch TV. They don't study. They don't watch TV. Ok. Sve se to da naučiti, samo je potrebno dovoljno primjera. Number 3. You watch TV and Marco, Marco works. So, what do? You watch TV. You watch TV. And what about Marco? Marco, does he watch TV? No. Marko ne gleda TV. Marko doesn't watch TV. Marko, pošto je he, doesn't watch TV. What does he do? Šta radi? What does he do? He works. He works. He's at work. Na poslu je. He works. On radi. He doesn't watch TV. He works. Ok? Pravimo broj 4. Marco listens to music. Marco listens to music. And we, a mi, do we listen to music? Da li mi slušamo muziku? Do we listen to music? No. Mi ne slušamo muziku. We don't listen to music. We don't listen to music. What do? Well, we study. We study. We are hardworking. Mi smo vredni. And we usually study. We study a lot. Mi mnogo učimo. We don't listen to music. We don't watch TV a lot. We don't play computer games. We don't go out and sit in cafes and drink coffee. No, we don't do any of these things. Mi to ne radimo. What do? We study English, for example, or something else. Number 5. We study English. And what about Maria? No. So, does Maria study English? Does she study English? No, Maria doesn't study English. So, she doesn't study. She, treće lice, she doesn't study English. What does she study? Does she study Spanish? No, she doesn't study Spanish either. Does she study German? Deutsch? No, she doesn't study German. German is too difficult. She studies French. French is difficult as well, but she likes French and she studies French. I don't study French. I study Italian. She studies French. Obratite pažnju na ovaj study. Y je prešao u i dodali smo i s nastavak za treće lice. We study English. Maria doesn't study English. She doesn't study German. She doesn't study Italian. She studies French because she wants to go to Paris to live there. They speak to Maria. They speak to Maria. And what about Marco? Does he speak to Maria? Obviously not. Znači, ne priča. Šta radi, gleda TV. So, does Marco speak to her, to Maria? No. Marco doesn't speak to her. He doesn't speak to her in the evening. Does he usually speak to her in the evening? No. He doesn't speak to her in the evening. Do they speak to her? Yeah, they speak to her. And what does Marco do in the evening? What does he do? He watches TV. He watches TV. Do they watch TV? No, they don't watch TV. They speak to Maria every night. Does he speak to Maria every night? No. What does he do? He watches TV. He watches TV. Number 7. I drink coffee. Look how cute. It's a tiny little cup. I drink coffee and I need more. This is too little. I drink coffee and he, no, on ne pije, on pije mleko. He's a tiny little boy. He's a little boy, so he ne pije kafu. He doesn't drink coffee. No, he doesn't drink coffee. He is still a little boy. He doesn't drink coffee. So what does he drink? In the morning, usually in the evening, what does he drink? He drinks milk. He drinks milk. I drink coffee. He doesn't drink coffee. What does he drink? Does he drink tea? No. Does he drink milk? Yeah. And he likes chocolate milk. He prefers chocolate milk to ordinary white milk. So usually he drinks chocolate milk. Okay. Number 8. She for a bus, I for a friend. So what does she usually do in the morning? For example, when she wants to go to work and her office is far away from her house, so she cannot go on foot. She can't go on foot. She needs to go by bus. But first she needs to wait for it. So ona čeka autobus. She waits for a bus in the morning. When she wants to go to work, she waits for a bus. She needs to wait for a bus. I ne čekam. I don't wait for a bus because I don't work. So I don't go to work and I don't wait for a bus. I don't wait for a bus because I don't go to work. I stay at home and čekam prijatelja. And I wait for my friend. So what does she do usually in the morning? She waits for a bus. Do you wait for a bus? No, I don't wait for a bus because I don't go to work. Who do you wait for? Koga ti čekaš? Who do you usually wait for in the morning? Well, I wait for my friend. He comes every morning and we have a cup of coffee together. So who do you wait? I wait for a friend. Next one. They sleep. Usually at midnight, what do? They sleep. At midnight, they sleep. But Marko, no. On ne spava, on kuva zato što je ponekad gladan usred noći. So, does Marko sleep usually at midnight? No, he doesn't sleep. They sleep, they're tired, and at midnight or at 11 o'clock in the evening, they sleep. They sleep, but he doesn't sleep. Why doesn't he sleep? Isn't he tired? Why doesn't he sleep? Well, he is tired, but he is hungry as well. So when he is hungry, he needs to eat something. So what does he do then when he is hungry? He cooks. He cooks. He prepares food for himself. He makes a sandwich. He cooks something. He makes noodles. So they sleep. In the evening, he doesn't sleep, or at night, he doesn't sleep when he is hungry. He prepares food. He cooks. Number 10, we write messages. On a break, for example, when we have a break at work or at school, we write messages or we text our friends. We write messages, but Marko, he ne piše. He doesn't do that. He doesn't write messages. He doesn't even have a phone. So he doesn't have a phone and he doesn't write messages. He doesn't text his friends. So what does he do? He just sits on a bench. He sits on a bench. Maybe he reads newspapers. Maybe he reads a book. Maybe he watches people walking, passing by, or maybe he just watches birds or something. So we write messages. He doesn't write messages. He just sits on the bench. And what do? Šta oni rade? They buy bread. In the morning, usually, they go to the shop or to the bakery and they buy bread. But Marko ne kupuje. He doesn't buy bread. He doesn't buy bread. He buys chocolate. He buys chocolate because he has a sweet tooth. Znači, da voli da jede slatkiše. He has a sweet tooth and he doesn't like bread. He likes chocolate. So they buy bread. He doesn't buy bread. In the morning, he buys chocolate. Okay. She runs every morning. She wants to stay fit, and she goes running. She runs in the park in the morning. Jogs or runs in the park, but Marko, ne trči u parku. He doesn't run in the park. He doesn't. She does. She runs in the park, but he doesn't run in the park. Does he run? Yeah, he runs, but he doesn't run in the park. So where does he run? He runs in the wood. He runs in the wood. She runs in the park. He doesn't run in the park. He runs in the wood. They write letters to their business partners. For example, they write letters. That is, we write letters. We write letters and they oni ne pišu. They don't write letters. To their business partners, they usually don't write letters. What do they write? They write emails. It's faster to send an email than to send a letter. So we write letters, they don't write letters, they write emails. Usually I sit by the window because there is a lot of light here. So I sit by the window and he doesn't sit by the window or next to the window. He doesn't sit by the window. Now, we don't know why, but he sits by the door. So where does he sit? He doesn't sit by the window. Where does he sit? He sits by the door. He sits by the door next to the exit or to the entrance. Yeah. And I sit by the window. She dances. Every night she goes to a disco and she dances. But I don't dance. I don't dance. I play cards every night. So she's active. I'm not that active. She goes dancing. She goes out and dances in the evening. I don't do that. What do? I stay at home and I play cards. My brother eats a sandwich for breakfast. My brother eats a sandwich for breakfast. He gets up and then he has breakfast and he eats a sandwich for breakfast. I don't do that. I don't eat a sandwich. I don't eat a sandwich for breakfast. I only drink coffee. So I don't eat anything actually. Early in the morning when I get up, I don't eat. I just have a cup of coffee or I just drink coffee. Unlike him, because he's very hungry when he gets up and he eats a sandwich first. Number 17, her friend loves dogs, but she doesn't like dogs. She doesn't like dogs. She loves cats. So she is a cat person. Are you a cat or a dog person? Me, personally, I'm a dog person more than a cat person. I'm not really a big fan of cats, but she is. She loves cats. And he, what about him? Does he love cats as well? No, he loves dogs. She doesn't like dogs. She loves cats. I run in the wood. Marco, as we said, doesn't run in the wood. He doesn't run in the wood. What does he do? He walks. He walks. So I run. When I go there, I run. He doesn't run. He just walks. Marco answers the questions and we don't. We don't answer the questions. So what does he do? When somebody asks him something, well, he just answers the questions. He answers. We don't answer the questions. We are just silent. We don't like answering the questions. What do? We ask. So we don't answer. We just ask the questions. Okay, that's it for today. See you next time. Bye.